Alright, so in this video I'll be talking about de Moivre's theorem and pretty much why it's such a useful result in complex analysis. Basically, let's just start with well-known e to the I theta is equal to cosine theta plus I sine theta. Remember from the last video where I talked about how if you have the argument of a complex number and you add a multiple of 2 pi, an integer multiple of 2 pi to that, you're going to get the exact same result. And so, kind of intuitively, then de Moivre's theorem makes sense. And de Moivre's theorem says that e to the I k theta is equal to cosine of k theta plus I sine of k theta. And again, like from the previous video, it kind of makes intuitive sense. I'm not going to formally prove it here, but that kind of is the idea behind it. And this formula is going to be incredibly useful because when you do algebraic operations with complex numbers, this formula comes in handy very, very often. And later along, this is going to become, you'll see why this is useful. Again, it's hard to see how useful it is early on, but you'll see how useful it is later. And so let's just kind of, how do we represent, let's get into an example of this. How exactly would we write down e to the I pi over 4 in this form? So we can, of course, just extend, this is pretty simple, just cosine of pi over 4 plus I sine of pi over 4. And what do you get there? You're just going to get square root of 2 plus I times the square root of 2. So e to the I pi over 4 is just equal to this. And again, if we had any multiple of k, if we just had like 6 pi over 4, 10 pi over 4, anything like that, as long as k is an integer, I should write that down, such that k is an integer. A lot of these properties do not hold. A lot of these properties do not hold when k is not an integer, and that's just important to keep in mind. So, in the next video, I'm actually going to be proving de Moivre's theorem, and I'm going to be, there are several ways to do it, but I'm going to do it with the power series expansion, because that's the one that makes the most sense to me, and I can explain that one the best. So, this is a shorter video, but hope you guys just kind of get an idea of what this really says, and so I'll see you guys in the next video.